Hello, welcome back. I am Amanda Panda Teacher, and welcome to ManyCam and Me. These live interviews are with teachers who are using ManyCam, and I've got a fave friend with me today. If we have not met before, I am Amanda Panda Teacher, a professional online teacher and technology training coach. I work hard to bring Google Apps and resources and tools in ManyCam to teachers all across America so they can teach amazing classes with digital fun and kids coming back again for more. This is my friend teacher Nicole, and
Hello.
you prefer Nicole, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Hey, let's do a little intro. What companies do you work for? I'd love to hear from you. So glad to have you.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I have worked for several companies. When I first started, I was with Wales English and it just didn't work out, so I took a break. And when I came back, I was determined to diversify and have as many options as possible. So my two main companies are StarKid and Magic Ears, but I also just got hired with new ABC, and then I have Teheso. And then for backups, I have NGU, Q Kids, and Cambly. So
Wow.
I'm not active on all of them at the same time. I have some backups, but just in case things happen.
And a VIP kid teacher or not a VIP
I
kid
actually
teacher?
am not. I
Ah,
started out trying to do VIP Kid and it was during COVID and I just never got that many bookings, but I did do all my training with VIP Kid, so I definitely have VIP Kid experience.
awesome.
So,
Awesome. So, wow, those are many companies. If you don't mind me asking, how do you make a schedule where you're doing different companies? Do you do
mhm.
like a block on one day that is that company, or do you switch back and forth?
I do blocks, yes. Typically, it's StarKid early in the mornings. They're actually in Hong Kong, so their peak hours are before China's peak hours.
Wow.
So I'm able to do that, book the earlier morning slots. And then my main hours right now are with Magic Ears, but I'm about to split that with New ABC. Um, and then Teheso is actually in the Czech Republic, so it's even after China. So I've kind of been able to have different peak hour times for each company, so they have their own hours. But with Ingu, I'm just able to like pop it in whenever, just watch my timing because it's like you just have to be there right on time and then you definitely end by 25 so you never end late or anything. So that's kind of
Awesome.
how I do it.
Awesome. Cool. Wow, that is so many different companies to manage. Can you talk about your device? What specs do you have for your computer, and what do you use for using ManyCam?
So I have a 2020 MacBook Pro 13-inch M1 8 GB Big Sur.
Awesome. And are you able to use ManyCam for all those different companies you work for, or do any of them have limitations?
Um, Actually, no, none of them have limitations. I was with Zebra English, and that did have some tech issues. But it actually, for Teheso, the only thing I have is two video streams and a chat box. So ManyCam works super well with it. Same with StarKid, not even a chat box. So it's really helpful and to bring in some supplemental things. So ManyCam works really well for those two, at least.
Definitely. Awesome. Cool. Can you tell about your connection and internet? How do you keep a stable class connection?
So I actually have like a 40-foot long cord that I plug into my router because it's in a different room. So my family didn't like it at first, but they've gotten used to it because I definitely need that hardline cable internet to make sure my computer doesn't crash and stuff. So,
For sure, for sure. And that stable connection in class is really
hmm,
important too.
yeah,
Awesome.
definitely.
I heard you're moving next weekend. Do you have plans for how you're going to manage that in the new place you live? Will you run the cord again?
I've actually may I pay for the internet at my house, so I may take it with me and just have a connection in my room finally, so I don't have to run a cable. But that is kind of a backup option if that doesn't work out.
Definitely, definitely. That makes sense. So you'll have your own plan that you don't have to
Hmm.
worry about sharing with other people.
Yeah.
When I teach online, I kick my kids off. because I don't want to share the bandwidth with them. They're often watching Netflix or streaming other things. And so I teach early enough in the morning. They're sleeping in
Yeah.
PST California time, but I teach Friday nights, so I actually have class this evening. When I do, I kick them off the internet. So like from this block of time, they have to watch DVDs. They can't do streaming. So it's definitely is good to have your own. Take it with
Hmm.
you. That's a great strategy. Did you have any concerns getting started when you were using ManyCam and your technical setup?
Yes, I thought it was going to be a waste of money if I didn't use it. So I was really nervous about jumping in and paying for a subscription, but I knew just having the one preset, I just felt like it definitely wasn't enough if I was going to utilize it. And I was just afraid I was going to get in over my head because seeing what other teachers were able to do just seemed so complicated at first, but once I started like finding resources, I definitely felt a lot more comfortable with it.
Awesome, definitely. And I didn't mention you're a ManyCam and Six student too,
Hmm.
an alumni. You just finished our last set of courses, so that's super awesome. Did you ever have you ever had a ManyCam fail, and how did you solve the problem if you had a fail?
Yes, Monday last week.
Woo!
When I get up super early in the mornings, like I roll out of bed maybe 2 or 3 minutes before class sometimes. My bed is right in front of my laptop, so it's in the same room. I know I should get up earlier or set it up the night before, but ManyCam wasn't loading, so I had to restart my computer like as class was starting, and I there was no way for me to contact the people, so they just waited for
Oh
like
wow.
4 or 5 minutes. Thankfully, it's a regular, and so they weren't upset or anything. But yeah, the camera just wasn't coming on, and so I had to restart my entire computer. So yes, definitely have had many cam fails.
Definitely. And you were able to restart pretty quick in a couple minutes.
Yes, I
I
was.
I'm a 15-minute wake up girl. I used to be a half hour when I first started teaching online, but because I wake up so early in Pacific Coast time, my classes start at 4 a.m. So
Hmm.
in when the time rolls back, it's 3. I don't even want to talk about it. But I have 15 minutes, so one of the first things I do is come in, I turn on my computer, I leave my computer on, I just touch my monitor, I get all dressed, I sit down and get ready, and then 10 minutes before class, I'm in there. So I don't have to have those fails or heart palpitation moments.
Yes, I need to work on that. My first class sometimes starts at 2
Oh,
a.m.
okay. Oh,
So it's
I'm like that
really,
through the
really
winter.
early.
Yeah, I've done that. Girl, you and me both. They'll totally done that. I only work now 2 mornings a week, so Tuesdays and Friday mornings. So I was up early for 4 o'clock this morning for this
Yeah.
class, but I only do them 2 days a week. And my regulars don't know, but in the summer, I'm bumping to only evening classes. So I'm
Wow.
changing my schedule. I will only teach Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Pacific Coast time, the evening time for the summer. So I'll do that mid-June, all of July, and all of August. So hooray! I'll
That's
give
so
away my
nice.
wake ups for a little while. It's nice. I teach only regulars, so I will communicate with them on WeChat. I'll
Hmm.
just tell them my new schedule, and they all bump over and follow me. So that's very nice. It is a benefit of having regulars that book all my
Hmm.
classes. What is your favorite Manicam using moment with a student? Do you have anything amazing that you've done with a student that they loved?
Um, I enjoy using it for I do a lot of effects and games. Tic-tac-toe has been a hit the last few weeks after I learned during ManyCam and 6. I actually also have a girl that requests I Spy every single week. I showed it to her once and she requests that we do it every single week now. I just I basically created a screen, put myself in the like picture in picture in the corner and just had different animals and the words I spy on it. and she loves it. So,
Oh,
yeah.
awesome. Very cool. Very cool. You should go back and I will message you the video number in ManyCam and Six Teacher Hal. I think it was the green screen day. One of
Mhm.
the lessons we showed a green screen in the morning class only, a trick to use a magnifier to do a I Spy with your green screen
Oh,
behind
that's
you.
fun.
So if
Okay.
I can't find the little recording, I'll take a snip of it and send it to you.
Okay.
So yes, that was in the course, and I it was just the morning class. I bet you missed it. But definitely that would be awesome to check out and use. It's an I Spy like, but you use green screen I
That's
Spy.
fun.
So very cool. So can you share other ways you use ManyCam? Do you teach other places? Are you tutoring or taking it with you in Zoom? Where else are you using it?
So, I was with one company and I'm not going to mention the name. I didn't like the curriculum very much, but I had connected with a regular and the curriculum wasn't really working well for them. So they've actually become my private student. So don't tell anyone, but I mean, I'm no longer with that company. And so I just tutor her on the side. So I use it for Zoom for her.
Okay, cool.
So we're
You can
doing,
put green screen
yeah,
and use PowerPoints. So
yeah.
awesome. Perfect. And do you use Google Slides? Are you a Google Slide user?
I am. I so like I said to Hesso, there is no screen share option. There are no slides. I create the curriculum. They just give me like keywords to use. So Google Slides is definitely my best friend. So I use it a lot, especially for Tehesso. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. Awesome. Cool. What feature of ManyCam could you not live without?
Effects and presets for sure.
Super important. And for me, it's always zoom in or zoom out and
Hmm.
the ability to change the coloration a bit. In the daytime, in when I am using my classroom is set up for dark time teaching. So I have
Hmm.
to adjust and make sure my face is not too pink or reddish. So that's my fave. And if you could give advice to any people who are starting to use ManyCam, what would you tell them?
Be patient with yourself. For me, like I wanted to jump in and learn all the different things. Like I got my green screen first. I know you remember that. And then I got like a new mouse the same day. Like just focus on one thing at a time. I was trying to do too much. I was trying to learn hotkeys and do the green screen and add effects. And so I just I had to focus on one class at a time until I felt more comfortable doing multiple things. So I would just say be patient with yourself.
Definitely, definitely. Awesome, cool. And definitely take ManyCam and Six, the coaching and
Hmm.
training that helps and supports answering question and resources. So I'm so glad that you were a student and an alumni. It's wonderful to celebrate. I got to do two student interviews today with Teacher Annette and with you. So, so nice to celebrate students from the course. Is there anything else that you want to add?
um, I would say if especially if you're in a platform where you might have a lot of trial classes, maybe try utilizing ManyCam in one of your trials. So you can do the same effects over and over again once you have one set down for a trial you may teach a lot. That's what I've done. I teach a lot of trials with StarKid, and so I'm just able to use the same preset and reset it up every time. So that was a good starting point for me.
Awesome. I got to ask about your black shirt. Is this your normal teaching color?
No, it's not.
Oh. It is mine. I really like wearing black. It's something I often wear, but I wear all different shirts when I teach. It's whatever I just kind of set out and use. I have patterned shirts and other things that I use. So I noticed we're both in black today.
Yeah.
Awesome, cool. Hey, let's say hi to Teacher Rebecca. Teacher Rebecca is watching.
Hello.
So hello. She says, I took ManyCam with me on vacation and it was so nice. Have you ever traveled and taken ManyCam with you?
Not yet. I might have to this weekend or next weekend. I might be traveling, but I'm not sure yet.
Awesome. Cool. And Rebecca says, "What a fear to not have the computer load." Oh, yes, that is the worst because you can't do anything about it. So, luckily, in VIP Kid online teaching, we can message the firemen
Mhm.
through the phone app. But unfortunately, if we don't appear within 3 minutes at the start of class,
Mhm.
even if we're contacting the firemen on our phone, they will
Yeah.
mark us a teacher no show automatically. So, there's no grace there. So, you've got
Yeah.
to like have a plan.
Mhm.
I have an old iPad that's my backup to get on into class if I need to. I've had some fails before too, so I hate that feeling of when you're getting ready to go in.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And Rebecca says, I have an entire preset just for trials. Oh, great. Just like you do.
Mhm.
That's a great advice to have. Teacher Nicole has a whole preset that is just trials. Is it just a folder of effects or a preset of trials?
Um, honestly, I just recreate it every time, but setting a separate preset to just have everything ready is a great idea. So I don't know why I
Definitely.
didn't do that already, but
Definitely.
I'll
That is a
definitely
great
have to
idea.
utilize it.
Definitely. Awesome. Hey, it was so nice to interview Teacher Nicole and chat with you. I wish you good luck in your new place you're moving to, good
Thank
internet.
you. Yes.
And it was awesome to chat. Friends, if you're interested, ManyCam in 6 is a coaching and training program that taught Teacher Nicole. She went from green screen to, from zero to green screen using all the tools in ManyCam in those 2 weeks of coaching and class lessons. It will be running again in July and August this summer with summer learning. And then in June, we're going to do a ManyCam 2.0, some advanced classes for teachers interested in strategies that are beyond just the basics. So awesome. Hey, Teacher Nicole, it was awesome to chat with you.
Thank
And
you.
I hope to see you in the group and wish you all the best in teaching.
I'll
So
definitely see you in ManyCam 2.0 because I'm
awesome.
ready
Very
to
good.
learn.
We're going to run it in June. And actually, if you look in our group ManyCam community at the very top, I put the dates up there. So if
Okay,
you want to calendar
perfect.
them, I'm giving a little heads up, save the date. So
Okay,
so
awesome.
awesome,
Thank you,
cool. So nice
Amanda.
to see you.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.